we've been looking at solving equations where there's an unknown on both sides, so that means a letter on both sides. So remember, our first step is to draw in our stabilisers. Okay, our answers for these are going to be a little bit different, okay, and you'll see why. So remember, when there's no number before the letter, it's just 1. It's not 0, because if it was 0 there wouldn't be a G written there. Okay, so we look at which number is less for G's. We've got 3 G's and 1 G. So we're working with this one. So what's the opposite of positive 1G? The opposite is take away 1G, but we can't just take away 1G from one side. We have to take it away from both sides. So the next step is to actually do that calculation. So 3 G's take away 1G. We can't do 11 take 1G because that's not got any G's. So it's 3G take 1G is 2 G's. The 11 doesn't change. Equals 1G take 1G. They cancel out, so we're just left with 2. Okay. And now we want to get G on its own. Remember, that's what we're aiming for. G equals something. So currently, the thing that's stopping G from being on its own is this plus 11. So we're going to take away 11 from both sides. Plus 11, take 11. You're just left with 2G. Equals. And then 2 take away 11 is minus 9. Okay, so negative 9. That means 2 times G equals negative 9. That's what 2G means. 2G means 2 times G. So the opposite of times by 2 is divide by 2. So we're going to do that both sides. So times by 2, divide by 2, they cancel out. So you're just left with G equals. And then minus 9 divided by 2, we're going to leave as minus 9 over 2. We can leave that as a fraction. Okay, you can write minus or negative 4.5. Okay, but we're looking at leaving our answers as fractions, so negative 9 over 2. Example number 2, so we're going to go through 4 in total. So example number 2, I'll write it down. 6G plus 11 equals 10G plus 4. So you should know the first step by now is drawing in stabilisers. Okay, and we're going to look at the G's. So we've got 6 G's and 10 G's. So this one's the lowest number of G's, so we're going to work with that one. What's the opposite of positive 6G? Well, it's negative 6G, so we're going to take away 6G from both sides. 6G take 6G, they cancel out, so you're just left with 11 equals 10G take 6G is 4G. And the plus 4 we can't do anything with because that's not got G's and that does, so they can't join, so that stays as plus 4. Now what's stopping the G from being on its own? It's this plus 4, so we're going to get rid of it. We're going to do the opposite, remember, from both sides, so take 4, take 4. 11 take away 4 is 7. 4G, add 4, take 4, they cancel out, so you're just left with 4G. Remember what 4G actually means. It means 4 times G. The opposite of times by 4 is divide by 4. So we're going to divide by 4 both sides. I can write 7 divided by 4 as just 7 over 4 equals times by 4, divide by 4. They cancel out and you're just left with G. Okay, so G is equal to 7 over 4. So the third example is f plus 9 equals negative 8 take f. I would write that one down. You should know the first step by now, so you'll be able to complete that is drawing our stabilisers. So we've not got a number before this f, so that's 1f. plus 9 equals negative 8. Take away no number before f, so that's 1. Okay, look at which one's lower. This is 1f, this is minus 1f. Okay, so we're going to do the opposite of take 1f, is add 1f to both sides. 1f, add 1f is 2f's. I can't join the 9 and that and the plus 1f because that's not got any f's and that does. So I can only join those two together. So 1f, add 1f is 2f's. I've not done anything with that plus 9, so we're still there, equals negative 8, take 1f, add 1f, they disappear, cancel each other out, so you're just left with negative 8. Okay, then we're going to work on this plus 9 because we want f on its own. Opposite of plus 9, we're going to take 9 from both sides. Plus 9, take 9, they cancel out, so you're just left with 2f on that side, equals minus 8, or negative 8, take away 9 is negative 17. Okay, remember that means 2 times f equals negative 17. So the opposite of times by 2 is divide by 2. So we're going to divide by 2 on both sides. And times by 2, divide by 2, you're just left with f. And we can write negative 17 divided by 2 as negative 17 over 2. And the last example. So I'll copy it down. Okay, draw in what we know is step 1, draw in our stabilisers. So we've got minus 2x, take away 7 equals, how many x's is that? Well, it's not got a number before, so it's 1 plus 3, 1x plus 3. So we look at the number of x's, that's negative 2, and that's 1. So negative 2x's is obviously less. So opposite of take 2x is add 2x. Both sides, what you do to one, you do to the other. Take 2x, add 2x, they disappear, so you're just left with minus 7, or negative 7. And 1x, add 2x's. I can't do 3 add 2x because that's not got an x and that does. So I have to link the ones with x's in together. 1x add 2x is 3x, and I haven't done anything with this plus 3, so it's still there. I want to get x on my own, x on its own, x equals something, so I need to get rid of this plus 3, so I'm going to take away 3 from both sides. So negative 7 take away 3 is negative 10 equals plus 3 take 3, they cancel out, so I'm just left with 3x. What does that mean? That means 3 times x. Notice how I'm doing a times and an x, that's straight lines for the times and that's curly lines for the x. Opposite of times by 3, divide by 3. So I can write negative 10 divided by 3 as negative 10 over 3 equals, and then times by 3 divided by 3, they cancel out, so you're just left with x. So I know x is equal to negative 10 over 3. Remember, try and simplify this fraction at the end if you can, but if you can't, then you can leave your answer as it is.